Hello, my name is Sarah Dixon. I'm the Marketing and Proposal Manager for Bid for Success. Bid for Success is a bid and tender consultancy that works specifically with small businesses, and we're on a mission to help support small businesses into bidding. This video is part of that effort. We also have free groups on both LinkedIn and Facebook, which are called Winning Contracts Bid for Success. And on those groups, we share like a micro teaching every week, and this video is a part of that. If you find us outside of those groups or YouTube, if you found this video outside those places, then you can go to YouTube, search for Bid for Success, and you'll find we've got a whole series of videos under a playlist called Bidding Basics for SMEs that are there to help guide you through your first bid. So over recent weeks in the group, we have been looking at win strategies, competitor intelligence, and the different types of value that you can offer to clients as part of your offer. So today we're going to look at win themes, and I thought it was probably a good idea to just kind of look back over those different things to help get it clear in everybody's head as to what they all mean, because they can sound like you're saying the same thing over and over again, but they're all sort of kind of subtly different. So if we start with the win strategy, I'll link to a video up there, which goes into a win strategy in more detail. But basically what a win strategy is you're going through the tender document to make sure that your bid is compliant. So you're able to offer every single service and tick every box that the client needs you to. And then you're going beyond that to what the client needs. So you're looking at the unspoken things, how you can align your offer to their long-term goals, what problems that you can solve for them that aren't explicitly asked for in the bid, but that you could still do as part of your offer. And you also want to look at competitor intelligence, understand who you might be bidding against, where they have weaknesses and where you have weaknesses. And putting those things together should help you create an overall strategy. And then from those, you want to kind of identify what value it is that you're offering. So this is when we were talking about the different types of impact that you can have in a bid. And those are political or social. It doesn't mean politics in sense of government. It means politics in terms of influence in their industry or the relationships that they have with their customers or residents or whatever the kind of organisation it might be. And then there's tactical or technical. So this is where you're going to give your client an advantage, or where something, a product that you use or a service that you offer has an edge that other products don't. So an example of this is one of our clients used a particularly quick drying waterproofing technique on surfaces, which meant that they were able to complete the project much quicker and make the estate that they were renovating much more accessible. So that's like a technical advantage, having a unique approach to something. And the third one you can have is financial. Now, financial doesn't necessarily mean lower price. It can mean greater value. And there are all sorts of different ways that you can work that into a bid. Obviously, there's the social value element. So what can you give back to that community as you're working in there? And there's also, things like lifetime costs, how the environmental impact of things that you do, how much of the waste you're able to recycle, all those kind of things where you're able to bring more value. And each of those different types of impact will appeal to different evaluators. Sometimes bids are evaluated, by a panel, and it's the same people reading every answer. Other bids, there will be different subject matter experts will come in to evaluate different particular points. So it's always worth thinking who might be reading that question, who might have asked for that question to be included in the tender, and who might be evaluating it, and to think about which one of those three types of impact are going to be more relevant to that person, and kind of express your advantages through that way. Which brings us on to win themes. So you've got your overarching strategy. This is how we're going to win this bid. And the win themes is pulling down the particular threads of the whole tapestry of your win strategy and linking them directly to questions. So a win theme is a story that you would tell. So it would be something like, we are able to offer quicker appointments, which will help improve your customer relations. And we do this because all of our technicians work in the area. That's your win theme. So it's a bullet point elevator pitch kind of idea of why your service is better. And so once you've kind of written all those out, you then want to map them onto the questions in the bid. So where you've previously gone through and you've done your compliance matrix and you've done your tick box to make sure that you've done all the requirements of the bid, this is kind of to take it the next step up to make it a responsive bid, is to then go through and link your win strategy down to a particular win theme and link that to the question. So make sure that all the things that are going to win you the bid are represented where it's relevant. Obviously, you don't want to be talking about how great your environmental standards are in a question that's about health and safety. And they need to be relevant, but just to make sure that every single one of those things that you've identified as something that's going to win you the bid is mentioned in a question where it's appropriate, and do that mapping exercise. And that it requires you to be quite systematic about it. But a lot about bidding requires you to be systematic in order to make sure that you're compliant and to make sure that you've done everything that needs to be done, said everything that needs to be said. It is a question of going over and over and over and reviewing and making sure in a methodical way. And this is why at Bid for Success we have our processes in place to help us to do that, which includes the fact that every piece of work is checked by at least one other person. And that's another thing to think about, is to get more eyes on something, which often with small businesses there's one person that tends to do all the bid work, but try and get somebody to come in and take a look at the bid with a fresh set of eyes, because they may see things that you haven't. Okay, so that's it, video for today. As I say, we are on a mission to help more SMEs into bidding, and we do that in a variety of ways. But if you are a small business and you're interested in bids and tenders, maybe you've got your first bid and you're not quite sure how to approach it, every month we offer 2 days of free support to a new SME that's got a live opportunity and is really great at what they do. It's part of our corporate social responsibility. There's no charge to you for those 2 days of work. So if you're interested in that, you can find that details of how to apply on our website, which is bidforsuccess.co.uk. If you've got any questions about this video or any of the previous videos, you can ask them in the comments below. Or you can, as I say, find us on LinkedIn and Facebook, where you can either request to join the groups, or you can just send us a message via those platforms and we will get back to you. Or again, you can find us, we've got contact forms and things on our website, so you can get in touch with us that way. We're easy to find. We are Bid for Success everywhere. Okay, so thanks very much. Hope that was useful, and see you next time. Bye.